Welcome to the Heaps Decent podcast, where we explore how art and music can empower youth by giving them a platform to express themselves, share their stories and find their voice. Each episode, we dive into inspiring conversations with artists, community legends and changemakers who are using creativity to build confidence and transform lives. Join us as we listen to voices not always heard but have a lot to say.
Hi, Talina.
Hi, Adam.
How you going?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
So, who are you? Where are you from? What's your name? What do you do?
My name is Talina, aka TOAH. TOAH's my artist name. From the Blue Mountains. That's about an hour west of Sydney. And I make hip-hop music.
Have you always lived up in the mountains?
Yeah. I grew up in Blaxland, which is like lower mountains, and there's not much to that. It's like, I've been there my whole life.
Did you, just growing up in the mountains, because I don't really know much about the mountains, except that I think it's a great place to go on holidays. When you were growing up and you were hearing music, where, like local music, was any of it coming from the mountains? We're going to say the Blue Mountains, right? Because it's, was any of it coming from there? Like, when you first started to, like, hear music, like, local music, where was it coming from?
Honestly, I've never really been into music, if we're going to go, like, straight up.
You never did music up until the age of 20?
Not really. Like, I'd have to sit in, like, music class, and then I'd get sent out every now and then, because, I don't know, it wasn't my thing. Yeah, most of my time was spent doing sport or things like that. So the only sort of music that I ended up being introduced to was like things like Tupac and Biggie, when like mum would be pumping it in like the car, or Yeah.
Okay, do you think you didn't do music then because of access to do it, or like expectations? It was just like, nah, it's not my jam.
It just wasn't for me. It's like sort of the stigma around like musicians, because like at school the kids that were doing music were sort of like the real like nerdy types, and like, you know, it just wasn't like my scene in a like way. I was like, nah, it's not for me.
So what changed? Like, your parents played you music?
Yeah, they just played music because it's like music's like everywhere, you know what I mean? So I was like, it all started at the Street University.
So Street University is like a drop-in centre kind of thing. So you're going there just to hang out with people, and there was a music studio? Is that...
Yeah, well, actually, it all started, I went into the centre, I didn't really have any friends or anything, and then met a guy, James, shout out to him, he's in Townsville now, but I went there to do graffiti stuff because I was really into street art, and like, I was like, yeah, this is sick, and then he's just like, oh, do you want to know how to make beats? I was like, what do you mean? And then it was like, from there, he's like, just like, using the MIDI and just like pumping out these like little drums and whatever, on Logic and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then like, basically had Michael from Australian Theatre Group for Young People. He came through to Street Uni, so shout out to him. He actually gave me my first gig. But yeah, he was like, we've got this, what's it called? It's like a play called Saplings. Yeah. So basically what they wanted was like young people to like share their stories, and so they could create music or like write songs or using their lyrics or anything like that. And then that's when I was like, yeah, I've got some cool stories for you. And then
I want to get into those stories, but before we go there, so Street Uni, you just heard about it from people in the area?
No, so basically, I was sitting at home watching Netflix, watching the 1-4 documentary.
Oh, hectic!
Yeah, and then I seen those boys that went to the Street University, and I was like, oh, I swear I've seen one of those in Katoomba. And then like, sure enough, I was like, oh sweet, I'll go check it out. That's that story.
You never heard of it before that?
No.
Like, and that's not surprising. It's just like, that's kind of cool. I know. I hope you don't mind. I know you from TAFE because I was your teacher. Did you go to TAFE at the same time that you started at Street? They started going to Street Uni.
I only started doing TAFE because I was talking to James, and then he was like, oh, this is the course I did. He did like the same course, which is the Cert 3 in creation and composition. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Anyways, he was like, yeah, you should totally do that. And then I was like, sweet, I'll do that.
And you travelled all the way into this Ultimo, which is like an hour and something to do it.
Basically.
That's hectic. That's a lot of travel.
Yeah, I know, right?
But you wouldn't have met me, so, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Everything happens for a reason, so.
Okay, so that's you heard from the 1-4 doco. That's so good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just saw them doing it and you're like, this is mad kind of thing? Like, you're like,
I was just like, I just kind of seen it and I was like, I'm going to go suss it out because, like, I had nothing else to do. Because basically all of my time was spent, like, kickboxing and doing jiu-jitsu. Another shout-out to Blue Mountains Martial Arts Centre in Lura. Yeah. Everyone gets shout-out. Yeah, so I spent all my time training and I was like, I need to switch things up a bit, find some.
Pray to the Lord, I see 21 more. I'm about to turn 21, 20 was a madness. Got 21 bros, toting 21 ratchets. 21 flows, doing 21 damage. About to turn 21, 21
Okay, so you're at Street Uni.
Yep.
You've seen someone make music. There was a combo of you seeing someone make music and then also someone asking the person asking about like your story for the acting thing, for the drama thing, right?
Yeah, for it's like a play sort of thing. Yeah, that was really cool to be a part of.
So you're in the play telling your story?
So basically, here we go. I have too many stories and it's like trying to like put them all to like gather. So it's like stick to it. It's like
well, that's all right. Like, I'm just curious to know how, you know, we got here kind of thing, right?
Okay, so Michael comes through. Shout out Wizz, and then he's like, "Oh, we need some stories." And then I was like, "Sweet, I've got a story." And then that's when I got introduced to Jesse, and he works at Katoomba Street Uni.
Jesse from Fundamentals. Jesse is a rapper. Just to put the context around it, yeah.
Yeah, legend. But yeah, that's when I first was introduced to him. Then we wrote my first song called I Remember. Yeah, and that was just some stories from my past and whatnot. And yeah, and ATOYP and like Michael, they were just like, yeah, sick, we love it. And then they featured it into the play. I'm pretty sure it was that song. I wrote 2 songs for them, but yeah.
When you wrote that first song, like why did you write about what you did? Was it because it was kind of already kind of set up with like, hey, we need some stories and like, or was that the easiest thing to talk about? Or like,
I was going through a really tough time when I was like given this opportunity. So I don't know, because no one really thought of me as music because I was always doing art stuff when I was there. So then I was like, I got some stories, and then it was like, turns out actually getting it out feels really good. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what like a lot of people say.
Yeah, and it was like, but I never really knew this. This is like all new for me. I'm just like, oh, cool. This is like a thing. I don't actually have to like punch someone in the face to feel better. It was like a really weird turning point for me. I was like, yeah, sick.
When you do that and you write lyrics and you record them and you go, okay, so does it ever go back though when you listen to those lyrics? Does it remind you of a time where you're just like, oh, this is heavy again? Or
yeah, I've got a couple songs that I've performed live, and then it's like all sweet. Like I'll be doing rehearsals and things. Like I'll just be walking with my headphones on. All sweet. It's like, yeah, I know my lyrics back to front. And then it's in front of all of these people, and it's like I'm talking about some heavy stuff, and then it just like my heart just kind of sinks into my chest, and I'm just like, oh, that's right. And then like with those really hard songs, I'm learning to look up at the crowd, but it's not easy. But yeah, this one time I made the mistake of looking up, and there was like a few people that were just like bawling their eyes out, and I was like, oh shit, music is actually powerful. And I didn't really realize it. 'Cause, like when I first started, it was all for me and like very selfish and just I need to get things off of my chest. And that's when like I had this turning point where it was like, oh, this can actually help other people grow as well. Just like hearing your story, it's like they can actually sort of relate to it and connect. And yeah, it had me have a like new sort of, how would you say, like
not like appreciation, but not quite.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully listeners do as well, but yeah.
You know, I've heard people say that so many times, like, yeah, it felt good to get it out. But then also, too, the things that people are getting out is really, sometimes can be quite full on, you know, and it could be really confronting having to visit things again. Let's go back to then, you've started making music.
Yep.
You're like, discovering stuff about art, and obviously most of this chat's going to be based on art and music. Did you continue sports just out of curiosity? Did you still do everything?
I was supposed to be going back to the gym, like kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, because like I think I was still competing, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of get to this thing where I get super obsessed with one thing and everything else just like disappears. So it's like I'm trying not to let that happen with music, because like music's like pumping right now and I feel like it's my calling. So it's like, Yeah.
Would you say that like music and sports are a distraction, or are they an inspiration? Are they motivation? I don't know, like kind of all of the above maybe?
All of the above, like generally, but I find it more of a distraction. When I was first starting, sports always been like a distraction, and then like a way to just kind of deal with things in my life and like my past traumas and things. But then like music's been one of those things where it's similar, but then it's also a way for me to communicate with people and actually like empower more people to like sort of follow my footsteps in a way, and just like show them that, like, especially like the young generation, because they seem to idolize this world of like violence and crime and this and that. And yeah, I don't know, I've just seen where everything ends up, and I kind of want to use music in a way to like get them away from that path. It's like whether they'll follow me, who knows, but at least I lay out the path for them.
It makes 100% sense. Like, it does. What do you think the attraction to violence and crime is?
I don't think it's the violence and crime specifically. I think that, like, from my own perspective and my own, like, experiences, when you find a group of people that help you, like, feel wanted and loved and cared for when you've had, like, a history of being neglected and traumatic sort of past, you gravitate towards these people, and then just so happens that's what that life sort of brings in a way. So I don't think it's the violence and crime specifically. I think
it's just community.
Kind of. It's like, it's kind of just being stuck in like the same sort of cycles. It's like when you put into a box sort of thing, it's like, say like the boys that grew up in Mountie or something, and it's like, oh, I'm from Mountie, that means I have to be a thug. And it's like, no, that's not the way, but because of that's how society has just always drilled it into us from like being little kids, then it feels really hard to break away from that. So like for me, for example, my parents...
Well, you're kind of like, I don't know, this is how I see it. In it, but not. Because you maybe didn't live right in the middle of it, but you still...
This is where it's different, because I was like, I'm grateful for where I grew up, like in the Blue Mountains and things. Lots of white people. It was really difficult growing up, like from a brown person perspective, like being like amongst all these white people that always go like, oh, why's your skin like that? Or like, why's your eyes like that? And it's like, fuck off. But yeah, because my parents, they've been involved with some things allegedly in the past, and yeah, and my mom actually lost her life to that world, and it's just always been like a part of my upbringing. And yeah, it's just like a lot of what I do today is because of my trauma, and which is like dope. It gives me like superpowers to like get through anything that comes my way, but then also, I don't know, it's hard. But I also see it as like an opportunity for like those other people that are going through similar things to like yeah, just be like a guiding light in a way, you know?
Do you think, is area kind of mean that you're deeper in things?
Ooh, I'd say so. Some of the young people that I've been working with in the studio, which is like another piece of law, I'm kind of working to become a youth worker. Some of the young people I work with, it's like they want to get away from that whole world, but then it's like every time they go near that area, then it's like they get roped into things. It's like they know people, and it's like those people that don't want to get out, they just drag them back down, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Area definitely has something to do with it. It's like I find like the Blue Mountains is like hella peaceful. Like I got into some trouble last year sometime, and when I was living in the city, and then ended up having to go back to the mountains because I was just losing myself and just went like mental. Yeah, just being with nature and stuff like really changed my perspective.
In the past, yo, I wanna say something. I'm proud of your hustle and the way you make money. Cause even though sometimes the hustle ain't legal, gotta do what
People that are coming to see you at Street Uni, right? I'm assuming they're quite a wide range of people, age group. Like, how old are they?
Anywhere from 12 to 25, but most of them seem to be around the 14, 15.
Is there a kind of an age when they come to see you, because you're awesome and you help them make songs at Street Uni, and everyone should know that, how awesome you are.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Is there kind of an age that you see them change or mature, or kind of like...
It's really difficult because there's like one young person that I've been like working with, and he's around 13, 14, and he's like still able to like listen and take in information, but then it's also like he just wants to go and run amok. And it's like, all right, I understand you're young and whatever. But then, like, once they get to, like, 16, 17, they've kind of found their groups and, like, the people that they want to impress and hang out with. So it's a lot harder to, like, get to them and try and talk any sense into them, because it's like, oh, what would you know? Like, you know, my boy said that this is, like, such a cool thing to do. And I was like, yeah, sure, buddy. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like, kids are frustrating.
Okay, so 16 and 17, then... Like, I don't know, do you see another change in people's personalities? Like,
once they get to 20s and it's like no one's there to help them anymore, they're like, oh shit, wait, I can't, like, you know, have someone wipe my bum for me anymore. Then there's like reality sort of hits. It's like, I have to go to work. What do you mean? And they've done that for a while, and it's like, oh, I can't just get things for free like how I was as a kid. So that's when, like, they seem to, like, you know, get their head screwed on, or they've had, like, trouble with the law and things, and they've finally got that, like, last slap on the wrist where they're like, oh, okay, I get it. So it's like, what I'm trying to do is get to them while they're at that younger age, so then I can be like, look, here's, like, another path, because I know that your upbringing has showed you that you're not worth anything, and it's like, that's not true. So I feel like if I actually, like, can empower them and make them feel like they're actually worth something, then they might change their ideas of what their future can look like. You know what I mean?
What are the youngest people you have coming to Street Uni? And are they coming just for a place to hang out, or are they coming to do music?
It really depends on, like, the young person. Like, it's not really, like, I wouldn't say, like, it's an age, like, bracket that is, like, you know, this group will listen more than this group. It's more just, like, the individuals and, like, what they've actually experienced. Because, like, I've met, like, how old's my brother? My little brother, he's like 12 years old, and the things that he's seen when he was like 8 is just ridiculous. So it's like, when you've witnessed really heavy things, like, I don't know, someone dying, and just like really violent people and really like aggressive sort of people, and it's like you get to an age where it's like people look at you as like, oh, you're young, there's no way that you'd even know like a hint of the world. And it's like, well, actually this kid's been witness to like so much. And it's like the experiences that they have has made them so much wiser, but you just only see them as like a little 12-year-old kid. And it's like, yeah, so I don't really think you can put an age to it in a way.
That was the heavy part of the chat.
Yeah, cool.
Let's talk about now what you're doing. Let's just talk about like...
Now this is where it gets difficult for me.
Music, actually. Let's keep talking about music and your music and how you... All right, so as well as helping out at Street Uni... And you pretty much help out here too, let's be honest. Like, you interview people. So now that you're kind of like helping at Street Uni, you're coming in to visit us every now and then, you're just being a general legend around town.
Yeah, thanks.
What are you doing next? What do you want to do next? What's going to be good for you? Like, what do you think? Instead of just saying, hey, I'm releasing a record next month, like, what's helping you?
But I am.
Hey, record next month. Don't worry, we'll share it. We'll share the crap out of it.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to JD Sports for these 6 95s. Got a track coming out called Kiss My 95s. Anyways, that's...
This is a government organisation. We don't do ads. Just kidding. We can do what we want. Apart from us just going, you're doing heaps of bad stuff, what is keeping you excited and focused on what you're doing now? You know, like, is it the chance to perform? Is it doing deals with JD? Is it just the love of music? Is it the distraction? Like, what's getting you psyched?
It's getting me psyched. I'm actually pretty chill at the moment, which is like the best part.
You're never chill, don't lie. You're always doing 17 things at the one time.
Yeah, but now I do it like in a more relaxed state. More like grounded and things. Mindfulness has been a massive thing for me, because it's like my life is super hectic, but it's like, nah. No, so basically what am I doing? So I'm actually studying in community services. So that's one thing I'm doing, because I'm working to become a youth worker or something. Because I would really like to use music as like a way to like help young people and all of that, and I've like, I don't know, just a career out of it would be sick. It's because like music is like one of those things, it's like, it's either you blow up or you don't. And I don't really want to blow up and then crash. I kind of want to like have like a steady sort of like, so yeah, I want to like, because I see music as like, you know, that's like my art and things. If people want me to just like pump out music, it's like, no.
It's detrimental to your art if you have to do it.
Yeah,
that
like
way.
I want to take time with it. It's like, it's like it means something to me, and like everything that I say is with conviction. So it's like I don't want to just like say things and be sloppy with it. I'd rather like when I put something out, it's like this is exactly me and this is the complete authentic version of me. You know what I mean? Yeah, so music is still going to be there. It's always going to be there. Just because people like it, and I'm like, yeah, sweet, I'll keep doing it then. It's when people stop like thinking that it's like shit. It's like, oh, this isn't even you anymore. It's like, all right, sweet. Till that day comes, which will be when I die, then yeah, I'll keep doing music.
Yeah, so you're trained to become a youth worker, and you plan on kind of using your music to help people in that kind of world, yeah.
Because I totally see music as a tool for like growing as a person, and just like sort of it can be like
therapeutic.
That's it. Yeah, that word. Yeah, I just see it as like it's such a good thing that it's like I'd rather by recording music, releasing music, performing music. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I will be doing diploma, by the way.
So you're gonna get a diploma. You're gonna get a Cert 4 in
community services.
You're gonna keep working at Street Uni. You're gonna keep releasing music.
Well, I'm just volunteering at Street Uni for the moment until they give me a job, Nathan. Nah, jokes. Yeah, I'll keep doing that, and then yeah, I'll just see whatever opportunities come my way.
Trying to kill my vibes, kiss my 95s. I'm just trying to live my life. So if you're decent on my grind, guess what? Kiss my 95, shut up, goodbye. Tell my mother I said hi. Trying to kill my vibes, kiss my 95s. I'm just trying to live my life. So if you're decent on my grind.
If I gave you $1 million, how would you do you reckon, divvy that up or use that to support all the things you just said? Just say like if the government wasn't in charge of how the money was spent, you were.
$1 million isn't that much, but no, I get it. Let me
Here's $75 million.
Yeah.
But do you need more?
No,
But I mainly just asked you the question because I'm curious to know how you think money is, or just time and think is best spent to help.
Because I've kind of been thinking about it. Because like obviously,
No way.
Yeah, I think about it a lot. Because like I don't know, I kind of manifest what my future's gonna look like, and it's like I'm probably gonna have heaps of money and be able to help everyone with it. So like, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I was thinking like, because youth homelessness is like a massive issue, and we don't really think about it, but yeah, I've seen it firsthand, and then I've also heard too many stories where it's like, it's a real issue. So I know investment is probably a really good idea. So I'd probably invest in like a few properties, to then have as like, to give to like different organizations like Platform. They've been helping me.
Kind of like how refuge works kind of thing?
Exactly. But the twist, because it's going to be like a TOAH house. Yeah. So the way that you actually get like your room, it's like you don't have to pay for it, but you do have to do your studies, and you have to like do something, like you have to be like something to do with music. And I think that's like a really cool idea. So then it's like just like a group, because like the way that I connect most with all my mates is like we'll just get around and we'll just like be spitting like just bars to each other, just having like a bit of a cipher, or it's yeah, and it's like a really cool way to communicate and just like actually connect us all. So I think that'd be like a cool vibe.
Okay, so there's House TOAH House. Whatever, is that? Do you have a name for it yet?
No, but I think that sounds sick.
Okay, mad, me too. I think TOAH House works better than House TOAH. But anyway, I'll probably edit this out. But okay, what else? Like, so investing in shared accommodation, which has a focus on something that helps you communicate. Which
just anything that's like, you know, productive, and just like when you can see that someone's serious about their future and actually doing something with their life, and it's like they're on the right track, and it's like, yeah, sweet, you have a place here.
What would be next?
I don't really know. I just want to help people.
Yeah. And you think kind of a homeless.
Yeah,
it's like kind of one of the big ones that's not really getting much done about.
That's something that's like, because like even the kids that are just like couch surfing, or you know, they can't be at home because like their parents are arguing all the time, and it's just like,
I've heard that story a lot of times.
Yeah, and it's just like all these like little things that actually have a massive impact on like the development of like a young person's brain or whatever, you know. It's like, yeah, all of these issues that we see in adults is all stem from because of like this child wasn't cared for enough, and it's like that's why I want to help the children, because like they're going to be the future in that. It's like, yeah, if an adult's become an adult and hasn't thought to look back and go, oh, how can I actually help like my inner child to like, you know, heal from these wounds, and I can't really help them anymore. But like a child that's going through it like in the here and now, they actually sort of, I feel like, have more of a chance if I can, I don't know, help in any way.
But I'm going to go back into the arts thing.
Yep.
Music thing is, why do people listen to you more or listen to lyrics more when they're in songs? Or do you think they do? Like, because like, you know, this podcast series is called Unheard Voices, right? Yeah, totally. The only reason I've heard any of you speak is because I do music with you.
Yeah. I feel like with music, you're in a more like vulnerable sort of state. So like people really like from, I don't know, if they're like an empathetic person, they might listen to it and then like they can actually like feel the emotion and stuff. Whereas when you're like talking to someone, you can't really like, unless you're like really like acting it out in a way, it's just like you can see how they're angry or they're passionate or blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, I feel like music really like shows that. Now's the time to do your own shout outs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about you. What are you doing? This is a fun bit.
Fun bit, yeah. Basically, I am TOAH. You can get my socials at It's TOAH, ITZTOAH.
Songs coming out.
Oh yeah, I got
soon.
A few songs coming out, but figuring that out. Might be an album, might be an EP, might be a single. Who knows?
Well, people
follow to find out.
There's socials now, so if people want to find you, they can find you, right?
Yeah, it's also because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm figuring out. I've got all these singles. I've got like about 10 ready to release, and it's like, I don't know what to do.
Every artist should have 10 songs ready to go.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything coming up.
You will soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.